live right now, live and
Oh, we're live?
direct.
That's
Live as a
awesome.
motherfucker.
That's
Uh,
awesome.
we're on YouTube Live, Google Hangouts. I guess that's the name of this shit or whatever the case may be. They got other shit too. They got like different encoders you could put on there to where our faces. Oh, let me mute my fucking my other
Oh,
YouTube
y'all.
page. Yeah,
Yeah, I heard it. I could hear it.
yeah. But they got other shit that you can put on here to make it where it's like different boxes and shit like that. So I like this better because when you talk, it flashes back and forth, whatever, whatever. You know, let me shout out everybody in the motherfucking chat room. If you tell me to
Shout
shout
everybody in
you
the
out,
chat
I ain't
room.
fucking. If you
I
tell me
see
to
some
shout you out, I ain't shouting you out.
I see some of the usual suspects. What up, y'all?
Yeah. Shout out to
Thank
Loyal Young, who's
you for coming
always
back.
in tune with what I'm doing.
T Mason's always in the chat room. What up,
T
T Mason?
Mason, Gamma Ray, who leave that same motherfucking shit on everything I do. I don't know what
Hey,
the fuck
Loyal.
that's all about. Asriel 96, Keith Enlighten, Keno McKnight, JC, Jeffrey Lopez.
What's up, Bergen Beach? Jeffrey Lopez.
Where the fuck is Bergen Beach at? I'm from Brooklyn. I don't know where the fuck that's at. Shit, like Bergen Beach. Where you at, Bergen Beach?
Hey, Ramel.
All right, so we're gonna get into that.
I did want to say something. Can I just make a statement?
Go ahead.
The last video, there were people who took offense to the fact that I was drinking heavily. I had a lot of alcohol that night. They didn't like it. And I'm not here to necessarily apologize about it. I'm acknowledging it. And I just want to say, fuck you, because I'm drinking some fucking more, you bitch ass niggas, and I'm going to drink some more Tito's. And if I get turned up now, I'm going to cuss your ass out again. Thank you. That's my...
It is what it is. How motherfucker gonna tell you how to pour your motherfucking troubles and how you supposed to drink and not drink? Man, that's her motherfucking problem. She want to be an alkie.
It's my fucking vice. I'm in my house, okay? I'm not DUI out there and shit. I'm not punching bitches out. I'm minding my own fucking business right now. I am just simply in front of a Google Hangout.
Shout out to Cheddar Bang. Happy belated birthday to Cheddar Bang. You know what I'm saying? Listen, at the end of the day, man, if she wants cirrhosis of the liver, hey, listen, who the fuck is us to, you know what I'm saying, uncirrhose her liver? It's her liver to cirrhose.
Don't uncirrhose my shit. I'm cool with this because some of y'all motherfuckers be eating fucking like pig intestines and stuff like that. Do I tell you not to eat that? Do I call you out when you eat pork rinds at the bodegas and shit? I don't say nothing. I'll let you order what you order.
Listen, Buster.
Let me drink thought juice every once in a while.
Look, it's motherfuckers that don't want you to drink liquor, but will go in the corner store bodega and get a fucking pig foot out of that fucking jar and walk out with a fucking wrap and eat that shit. But they worry about your liquor. Man, fuck all that shit.
Worry about yourself.
Yeah, so let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck. All right. We gotta talk about this because this is what the hot topic, what everybody's talking about right now.
Yes.
Meek Mill, Nicki Minaj. I know both of them personally. I knew Nicki first. Did a lot of camera work with Nicki. Still got unreleased interviews I never put out. I did film work with Meek Mill. He waited for me in Philly. That's why I'll always salute Meek Mill. One time he waited for me for like 2 hours. I was a little late, but he waited for me. So shout out to Meek Mill for that. He had the braids. He was on house arrest. That's on Forbes DVD channel. You can see that shit. So the people want to know, Nicki Minaj says she's single. And people like to put this L on Meek Mill page and say he took a L. Now, L to me means Big L. Shout out to Big L. Rest in peace to Big L. And the other L, 2 L's, means love and loyalty for the low lives. Shout out to the low lives. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I saw that earlier. You did the interview.
Yeah, so shout out to Thurston Howell, Rack Low, the low lives, Brooklyn, Brownsville, Crown Heights, and shout out to the other L for Big L. That's the only L I know. Now, look, I'm going to say it like this. Doggie Diamonds, I'm going to keep it real. Listen, man, people get broke up with every day, B. It is what it is. That man ain't take no L, man. I got dumped by chicks. I ain't take no L. I upgraded my life. I upgraded my motherfucking mind state. And people break up. Like, at the end of it all, why we like to fucking shit on people when they break up with people now? Look, how did he get her? He got her. The shit it wasn't really right and exact how he got her. You understand what I'm saying? So being that he got her a certain way, you gonna lose her a certain way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it started off a little prickly. You know what I mean? Like she was definitely booed up and nasty. She had a man, and he basically took her from her man. So, however, you know, I when stuff starts off like that, I never expect a best outcome. You know, I don't think of a forever in that situation.
Yeah, so at the end of the day, people break up. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the big deal? Like how people like, yo, he took an L, that's an L over a chick. I wish I would be sitting somewhere talking about I took an L because a chick left me or some shit like that. It wasn't his wife. They was dating. You know what I'm saying? It's a difference. It's a difference. If somebody is your wife.
I also think that, well, there's something I was thinking about too. Like for him, he might be, I mean, I don't know. I don't know these people. You know them. I don't know them. So I'm making like speculative, like statements, like in a real, like, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Like I ain't gonna business saying what I'm saying, but I'm just being, this is opinion completely. But I feel like somebody like Meek Mill, like I think outside of like the internet and the memes and everything, that every way that people have known him, and in a way that it's almost like weird, because Meek is, if people know him from what I've known, he is a real street dude. I think you probably would agree with that. He's an actual real street dude. Whereas Drake, someone like that, is certified not a street dude. I mean, anybody can buy goons. You know what I'm saying? If I had money, I could buy goons, and I ain't nobody. You know what I'm saying? But if I had money, I can make that. Even Soulja Boy could buy goons. I say all that to say that someone like that is street certified, but somehow the media portrayed him to be somebody that like he was lesser than. And I can't really imagine that a man like that, that's used to being like that nigga, that dude, was comfortable having to stand behind a woman, you know? So a woman that powerful and a man that's that powerful in the streets, the dynamic might have worked in the bedroom and might have worked when they were like in their regular lives. But I can't see, I just never saw it forever because of how it made him play out when it came to the media.
Bust this. At the end of the day, right? He could say what you want. I took a L, call me Leak Lils, whatever you want to call me. But I fuck Nicki Minaj. And some of y'all will die to smell her period pussy.
But you know what though? That's the one thing about guys. Like you guys are very much so on some, at the end of the day, but I smashed. The end, full stop, period. That's it, you know? So I think guys, you look at things in that way. I mean, listen, I don't know. You know, as a woman, that's not really like my thinking. You know, I look at the total picture of it. But if that's the case too, Safari's not a loser either, because at the end of the day, he smashed. You know what I mean? So,
I mean, I never thought Safari was a loser in the first place.
I never necessarily thought that either.
I know Safari. Look, it's not. Listen, let me tell you something in life, right? This is a life lesson I'm about to give y'all. It's not how you fall. It's how you get up. The fall is one thing. How you get up is another thing. For example, when Zab Judah got knocked down by Consta Zoo, he tried to get up too fast. Remember, he was doing like the James Brown and shit and fell again. When you fall, you have to pace yourself and you have to collect yourself, and then you rise again. You don't get up too fast. You just sit there and you take that little 8 count. You collect your shit. You get your bearings together, and then you get up. Stop trying to fall and rush to get up, because then you have something to prove. You're going to fall again. You're not thinking. When in boxing, when you get knocked down, they give you an 8 count. Sometimes you get a standing 8 count. Sometimes you just got to chill and say, okay, let me take this little 8 seconds to get my shit back right, and then I'm going to come back. You done seen boxers get knocked down and get up and knock the motherfucker out. What happens is we let all these comments, we let all these opinions get to us, and we feel like we have something to prove. So now we're rushing to prove that I didn't fall off. I didn't take no L. You know what I'm saying? And then you're gonna make a lot of mistakes and have a lot of missteps. At the end of the day, yo, he smashed Nicki Minaj. He probably stuck his pinky in her butt. You know what I'm saying? Hey, she probably rocked to the tape pop. He might have nutted in her mouth. Yo, He probably nutted in her mouth. Like, listen.
So graphic, so detailed.
No, but I'm just saying, like the average guy, if you came in Nicki Minaj's mouth, how's that an L for you? That's not an L. That's what I'm saying. You got men all around the world, even women alike, who adore this woman. You stuck your meat in her mouth. How could you take an L? That is no L. That is no L. So that's what I'm just trying to say. At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? If you got, listen, a chick could try to diss me all she want. I'm this, I'm that. Call me what you want. If I bust your drawers, then what are you? It's like a chick try to say you lame. All right, I'm lame. But you let me smash, so what the fuck are you? You know what I'm saying? So even for a man, if you smash a chick that ain't shit, you ain't shit because it's the caliber of woman that you deal with that shows what type of dude you are. Now, for example, I know a lot of guys out there who I judge women by the type of dudes they deal with. Like, yo, you dealing with these lame ass dudes. You ain't even gonna know how to handle a real live dude like me. You so used to these fucking lame brains. When you get around a dude like me, you gonna be all fucked up in the head. You know what I'm saying? So I can't fuck with certain chicks based on their past history. So if you a chick that fuck with dweebs, when you get around a dude like me, you ain't even gonna know how to rock with me. So we not gonna mess. So all I'm saying is that, yo, for Meek Mill, he ain't take no L. I think people like, yo, he took an L because they just on some bandwagon shit and they like to say that L shit. But yo, listen, at the end of the day, being a black male in America, being a multi-millionaire, having your motherfucking own record label, being able to put out music, and you fuck Nicki Minaj. That's not an L.
This is all I want to say. I want to say this for the women out there. I think that we need to be a little bit wise about the people that we choose. Just looking at the situation again, certain things, when they start a certain way, I expect a certain outcome. That's one of the things that I say. Also, just from how Meek has conducted himself on social media, I don't know that it's really healthy or wise for someone, especially someone so high profile, to date someone like him. That there was a picture that he put up recently that it seemed like it was Nicki. It could have been somebody else, right? Where a girl had her ass hiked up in bed.
Yeah, yeah.
And let's just say it was Nicki, like somebody that's capable of that kind of behavior, like doesn't have any kind of like, that isn't discreet at all. Like, I don't want to deal with them. Meek gets mad at his friends and goes on like, Twitter tirades because his friends don't retweet his album releases or single releases. So like that level of petty, that level of anger or whatever, I don't want to deal with that. So I mean, on some level, like whatever happened in their relationship, I almost blame her as well. Like, why would you involve yourself with someone that's capable of even humiliating you? Which I guess kind of makes me start to segue into a Chris Brown conversation, which I don't think you probably want to have.
Yo, at the end of the day, let me tell you something. I ain't no sucker. You know what I'm saying? So even if I fuck with a chick and I don't fuck with her no more, I'm not gonna be on no petty shit and try to air her out and say all that shit. That's just not in my pedigree. I don't like, one thing about me, I don't know how to go sucker for sucker with people. If you do some shit and it was some sucker shit, I don't know how to just be like, yo, all right, I'm gonna be a sucker too. You did some sucker shit, so I'm gonna sucker you too. I don't know how to do that. At the end of the day, fuck it. She dumped the nigga. Well, listen, we didn't even really get the full story. Maybe he shitted on her. Maybe he didn't want to fuck with her no more. We don't know the full story. You know what I'm saying? And then at the end of the day, all I'm saying is that the problem with people is that motherfuckers be really just giving a fuck about who dumped who and all that shit. Yo, fuck that, man. Fuck their relationship. Some people care about Nicki Minaj and Meek Mill, and they don't even know who the fuck their real father is. But at the end of the day, man, your moms is out there thotting around, had you, and she don't even know who your daddy is. And you worried about whether Nicki Minaj and fucking Meek Mill broke up, and you don't know who your daddy is?
There's a lot of that. Like, I just want to bring up another point too. Like, like in the 80s and stuff. Is that your phone?
Yeah, it's my brother. What the fuck is wrong with you, man? Like, what's wrong? How do you let the phone ring about 16 times? 6 motherfucking team, bro.
But I thought about something the other day, And I was thinking, you know, I was watching like some throwback stuff, you know, whatever, like about hip hop. And I was looking at some of these like 2 Live Crew and Luke videos, and I was like, yo, those children, like now, the mothers of those children probably like what, in their 50s now, 40s, 50s. So those kids are now in their 20s. Some of y'all mothers was straight up hoes. Luke fucked some of y'all moms. Like, there's people right now, even in this chat, that might have had their moms got smashed by Luke.
Damn, that's
crazy. It might have happened. Mom's on video with the thong on, twerking in the 80s. Yeah,
but this is what I'm saying. Like, for me, man, like, you know, reason why I thought this topic was important is because at the end of the day, we tend to down people for real life shit. Breakups is real shit. Relationships are real. Breakups are real. The fact that it's in the public eye, that's what makes people form an opinion. We got to start letting real shit be real and stop feeling ashamed and feeling you know, ashamed for real shit. Like, people break up every fucking day. Like, I done got broked it up with mad times. I always got broked it up with. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Like, why should I feel bad because somebody don't want to be with me no more? That's not the end of the fucking world. People break up with you. You know what I'm saying? You a celebrity. Look, it's somebody, right? Look, it's brick at. Listen, New York City. What's the temperature? It's fucking. It's the temperature says brick.
Hey, like, Siri, what's the temperature?
You really talking to that bitch?
32 degrees outside.
He says 32 degrees outside. I do Australian English Siri because I can't.
I'm about to say, when the fuck did Siri become a fucking dude? Siri's a fucking homo.
I don't like the Siri American voice or British voice. The Australian one is like, I can fuck with it. And I don't like the girl. I want to hear Australian man.
But the name is Siri. Siri's a fucking tranny. I'm never fucking with that. I'm Galaxy myself anyway, though.
Well, so. I have my iPhone 7 Plus, but I also have an LG V20. That's amazing because Google Now was the shit. I could be like, okay, Google Now, and talk very conversationally, and it just automatically picks it up.
Okay, now look. Now at the end of the day, right? Look, I'm just trying to say to people, real shit happens. Stop being ashamed if real shit happens. People break up with you. Right now, it's 32 degrees in motherfucking New York City. It's a dude that's like a house hopper, just fuck with chicks as he ain't got nowhere to stay. And he just got kicked out and he's fucking homeless as fuck in the cold. That shit is real. That shit is a reality. At the end of the day, I'm not going to sit down here and disrespect dudes for going through real shit. Somebody food stamps just got cut off. Somebody Section 8 just got rejected. Somebody is stuck in a fucking elevator somewhere right now. Somebody is having some domestic violence shit going on. Yeah. That's real shit. So what happens is that we starting to sit around, and when real shit happens, we starting to disrespect people for real shit that's going on. Nah, fuck that. Let's get back to real shit. Let's get back to knowing that real shit happens in this world. Let's stop shunning people for going through real shit. You know what I'm saying? Somebody just got put on child support. You know what I'm saying? Somebody just got motherfucking a bad report, parents, teacher, your kid is acting out in fucking school. It is what it is. Listen, let's stop shunning people for real shit, because reason why I thought this conversation was important also is that I think it's a deflecting thing. I think that we go through real shit in our life, and we, when I say we, I'm not going to distance myself from other people, because at the end of the day, you know, I'm a part of the people, even though I might not go through this particularly in my life. But what the problem that I'm having is that we're deflecting because we go through shit and we're so fucking miserable in our life, our relationship, our job, our fucking kids don't listen. You know what I'm saying? Your baby father feet stink. Your baby mother got fucking yeast infection cream in the cabinet. All this shit is going on in your fucking life. So now you're looking for fucking other things to be mad at and laugh at and deflect the fact that you got.
Cap'n Crunch with all berries, they don't even make that year round. So it's like it's a lot of shit that just fucks with me like a lot of the time. I just want the shit that I want at all times.
Yeah, you went to the Chinese restaurant and you ask for a motherfucking extra duck sauce, and they said 25 cents, and you fucking mad as a motherfucker. So you just want to go on the computer and motherfucking look at somebody else's misery and say, ha 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 ha, look what's happened to them.
Yeah,
and that's a way to deflect what's going on with you.
People are shouting out yeast infection cream brands in the chat. Shout out.
I don't know yeast infection cream. So my thing is this. My thing is this. At the end of it all, listen. At the end of it all, listen, man. Somebody's just got a slice of pizza, and this shit got some weak ass cheese on it. You know that cheese? You turn the pizza upside down, and the fucking oil start leaking off that shit like a motherfucker. Listen, somebody's credit card just got declined. This is real shit that's going on in the world. So at the end of the day, somebody just drank a fucking 40 or 211. They're fucking fucked up. It is what it is. We got to stop laughing at real shit.
Yeah, you're right.
Let's get back.
I don't disagree with
real shit. Let's get back to shit that's happening in the real world, and let's stop disrespecting people for going through real shit. I think that shit is fucking bullshit. So at the end of the day, look, if Nicki Minaj dumped him or he dumped her, it is what the fuck it is. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Look,
and at the end of the day, it was a real relationship. They did at some point at least really mutually have an adoration or affection for each other. So looking at it that way, you're right. I mean, it's not funny when people break up. It is a relationship. It was something real. Well, thank God if they broke up, they didn't have kids though.
That's what I'm saying. They wasn't married. They was fucking dating. Look, and you never know. He might have stuck his thumb in her butt. Like, girls don't just randomly let you stick their thumb in their butt. They gotta really like you. You know what I'm saying? So he could say, yo, I stuck my thumb in Nicki Minaj's ass. He wins. It's a fucking, it's a W, man. You see this shit? That's a W for him.
Well, she was willing to ride for him in court and to like vouch for his character. So that ultimately, to me, that's a win. And I think that's something that where he should respect her because she did something for him that she didn't have to do. She could have been like, I don't have to speak on that man. Like, I ain't got nothing to do with this court shit. And the type of career that she has where she's like a pop star at this point, I don't even think people necessarily identify her as a rapper first, not with where she is now. She didn't really even have to align herself with someone like that. She could have been dating some little A-list Hollywood star if she wanted to, but she wanted to, deal with a street dude. And I mean, street shit been happening to street dudes. That's probably part of why they broke up.
At the end of it all, I declare that Nicki Minaj will be with a white dude in about 2-3 months. That's just, that's just that 2000.
I don't agree. We can go ahead and let's put this like you got on the record. Obviously, we're both speaking on it. I don't agree. I think Nicki Minaj is too street, like too rooted in like some Queens, New York shit. If she did entertain a white guy, I think it would definitely be like a Hollywood look, and her PR people put her up to it, her manager, something like that. But I don't think she would really fuck with a white dude. The kind of white dude she'll fuck with is like, she'll fuck with like a Jewish hip hop white dude from Queens. But she ain't fucking with no Hollywood white dude from Glendale. Nah.
Watch. She is going to fuck with a white dude that just looks like a fucking pedophile. He just going to just look like he's down with. She's going to fuck with a Pizzagate dude. I'm telling you. She's going to fuck with a white dude. She's going to fuck with a white dude. I'm telling you.
People keep trying to say that she's going to go gay, but remember when she first came out, they were trying to say that she was gay, even though she wasn't, but they were using it and trying to make her like, I guess her sexuality like ambiguous to try to make her a little more like, more popular in that sense.
No, that was all gimmick. That was a gimmick.
Yeah, exactly. But so that's what I'm saying. People here are trying to say that she's going to go gay. I don't think that's the case. I think Nicki's very straight.
I mean, the whole time everybody was saying she was gay. She was dating Safari the whole time. You just didn't know that.
It was just part of, making it so that she could appeal to both sexes.
No,
I don't think that girl is gay, and I don't think she's going to be out here with a girl. She
is going to fuck with a white dude. It's going to be like one. I'm telling you, it's going to be one of these because when they try to get their shit together, they always run to like one of these Ben Affleck type dudes or something like that. It's going to be somebody that's going to raise her stature to this pop crowd that she really, really wants to appear to. Because you got to understand, her shit just Like her whole shit is just like the music is not hitting on shit. Nobody fucking cares.
Yeah,
You know
the
what I'm saying?
association with Meek was already shaky, and then like now niggas is like dying and shit behind, you know, stuff that's starting to get associated with her name, you know, shootouts and so forth. So it would behoove her to align herself with someone a little more safe in that sense, and someone, I guess, successful too. But I don't necessarily think that for her, that's gonna be a white guy. I don't think that.
Look, when J-Lo left Diddy, she started fucking with the dancer in her group like a fucking.
Well, right, and that's the thing I was gonna say. With women like Nicki Minaj and J-Lo, they're so like they're type A personalities. They're so dominant. They're like CEO minded, and they're so powerful. It is really impossible. That's why I said earlier, for a man like Meek Mills, who is not a safari, like he's not a play to back kind of dude, it is impossible for that relationship to really work out. Like they either have to be equally yoked, which is super fucking hard to do when you're Nicki Minaj, you know, but it was able, you know, it happened with, let's say with Jay-Z and Beyonce. But at some point, even Jay-Z was looking like a little nigga next to Beyonce at some point, you know, which was kind of weird to those of us who really knew him as a street dude. Listen. But it's she would have to find somebody that's equally yoked, or Nicki Minaj herself might pull a Fantasia and literally pull a nigga that's working out of a retail store while she's trying to get her phone upgraded.
Doubt it. She's gonna fuck with a white dude. She's gonna find some A-list actor, some shit like that. This is a fact. Watch. And it's gonna be a good PR move. And then honestly, my opinion, she's gonna get back with Safari.
I don't know about that. I mean, they have so much history, but I feel like, again, sidelines, not knowing the real inside. Does Safari want to be associated with her at this point? Like for her, that would be a safe and easy bet. But for him, I'm pretty sure right now he's probably having the time of his life. You know what I mean? Like he's out here smashing mad chicks, just out here just, you know, running his little planet with dealing with his little models or whatever he's doing. He ain't really dealing with the heartbreak in the same sense. And if you look at sort of footage of how she was talking to him, it's like, I'm sure the girls he deals with now don't look at him like that, like on some like I made you or it's my money or blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? So I don't know. That's a very, I don't know. It's different. The position he played with Nicki was like as almost like a manservant.
Yo, she want, but nah, she gonna go back to that dude, because you got to think at the end of the day, man, who know her like him? You know what I'm saying? And that pen ain't been the same since he left. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. No, seriously, there's a noticeable dip in what, you know, like he had an influence on her, or he was, whatever he was doing over there, we don't know.
Somebody said she fuck with Tom from MySpace. Damn. That shit is crazy. All right, so let's switch topics real quick.
Okay.
You wanted to talk about this Chris Brown shit. I'm just gonna sit here and let you talk. Go ahead.
Yeah, I know. Whenever it's something that you just feel like it's beneath you, you don't want to talk about it. But basically, I was so like enthralled and interested in this Chris Brown and Soulja Boy situation, and to the point where I felt a little sad and ashamed for myself, because I was like, it took like literally like on Tuesday, I was in there for like 5 hours just watching it and just intently listening to everything that was going on. But at the end of the day, like I feel like, you know, I think that there's clearly drugs going on. I saw a video of Soulja Boy attempting to work out, and I mean, he ain't had nothing going on. Like that little boy is gonna get his ass hurt. However, or beat, I should say, maybe hurt. Who knows? I don't know what he's into. But however, I will say this: if Soulja Boy is the crackhead that I think that he is, don't underestimate the strength of a crackhead. Because crackheads, once they take that hit, them niggas can rotate cars with a fucking pinky finger.
I'm gonna say this. Chris Brown, if you lose,
there's no way. Chris Brown cannot lose.
All right, now look, let me keep it real with you. Chris Brown, this is me talking to you. If you lose to Soulja Boy and you get your ass whipped, your career is done.
It will be done. There's no way.
Listen, that is the L of the lifetime, because at the end of the day, you bust Rihanna fronts, so you hit a chick. Now this is going to be your opportunity to show I beat women up, I beat men up. I whip ass, period. If you, and I'm not condoning what he did to Rihanna, but if you lose to Soulja Boy, homie, listen, just pull a face off and do a Sean Archer and just change your fucking face. Go somewhere. It is fucking over. Straight up and down. If you lose to motherfucking Chris Brown, I mean, if you lose to Soulja Boy, it's a wrap. You might as, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? What you think?
I agree with you. There is no way that anybody should take an L to Soulja Boy. In fact, I know you weren't really like interested in the footage per se, but just it was so hilarious when Soulja Boy went to the hood and was out there yelling out Pyru, Bloods, Fruits, blah, 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 and just randomly puts his arm around some nigga like some white boy would do at a fucking bar. Like I was saying, like on St. Patrick's Day, put his arms around this motherfucker, you know? And the dude was like, yo, get the fuck up. Who the fuck is you? Like, I don't care who you are. Like, what are you doing? That was so funny.
Hold on, let me reenact that.
Yeah.
Hey, man, they try to say Doug ain't from the hood, man. Get the fuck off me.
That's not gonna fly. You know what I'm saying? I can't today, right now, go to Brownsville, even as a girl, and put my arm around some random nigga and expect that shit to be sweet. Like, that shit's gonna happen. You will get violated no matter where you go, whatever hood and whatever town you're in. That shit just not gonna work. So I don't know what the fuck he was thinking.
That shit is like, listen, that shit, it's like at the end of the day, like, if you listen, you can't fake being a dickhead. Mm-hmm. If you're a dickhead, you can't fake that. Like, you are what you are. Some dudes are just fucking 100% fucking dickheads and weirdos, and they're just trying to prove that they're not dickhead and weirdos. Now, this is the point that I was making yesterday, right? When you're from the street and you was really born and raised in the street like myself, there's nothing to glorify about it. You can't wait to get out of those environments. And when you leave them environments, you do not use it for exploitation for, your fake ass career and all that shit. When your people, your family is still on the street, it's nothing to glorify. This shit is fucked up. How are you somebody who's talking about you got M's, you a millionaire, and you doing regular little dumb nigga shit?
Yeah.
If I'm worth millions and I did crank that, and I got all this money and I so-called signed a $400 million deal for those hoverboards that he said he did, remember? There's no fucking way that I'm going to act like I'm a street dude, because when you say I'm M's, I got M's, I'm not shooting a fade. That means that you are a brand that's worth money. If your brand gets hurt, which is you lose everything.
The whole empire just crumbles. Exactly.
It crumbles. It's too much of a liability for you to fucking try to act like you out on the street and all that shit. So it's just confusing to me when people try to be street so bad. Like, on some real shit, I never, ever in my life want to have to sell weed again. I never, ever want to have to rob people again. I never, ever want to have to dig pockets and do all that shit ever again. I did it out of necessity, not because it was cool, not because it was something to brag about and give me street cred. I never, ever want to have to do that shit again. And for everybody out there who used to do that shit, you know what it feels like to wake up and you don't have to hustle again. You sleep better. Well, I don't sleep because I work a lot, but you sleep and you're not worried about the police kicking in the door. You're not worried about going to jail. It's just a different energy that you have because you know you clean, you know you good. So there's no fucking way I'm going to have $400 million and be like, hey, man, they try to say I'm not from the hood. Listen,
I'll tell you what.
I don't give a fuck if I'm from the hood or not. If I got $400 million.
If I have $400 million, I'm moving to a gated community of one in Jersey in an unincorporated town that I will be the only resident. I am going to be dressed down in furs, minks, gaudy, like fucking Liberace in the 80s, okay? Like your grandmother on a Sunday. I am not going to be in communication with no hood shit. I'm not going to be watching no hood shit. I ain't even going to fucking watch The Godfather. I'm going to be in my little fucking bubble doing some real millionaire ass shit, yachts in the middle of the fucking in Greece. I'm not doing that shit no more. I don't want nothing to do with this. I will not drink that juice no more. I probably won't even drink.
I mean, because at the end of the day, right? Anybody who really, really hustle, and I'm not talking about this peddling shit, like really, really hustle and was into the street. You know, one of your biggest fears is people to rob you and the motherfucking police, man. Like, you ducking the fucking vans, you ducking the D's, you trying to figure out, you know, what color these motherfuckers is wearing. You know, around election time, they gonna be out there in force. You know, Tuesdays and Thursdays, that's TNT. It's just certain shit that is always in your spirit when you fucking when you a hustler, you know what I'm saying, or you a thief or a robber, whatever the case may be. You feel fucking good when you don't have to worry about those shit. So there's no fucking way that I'm going to, like, even in the state that I'm in right now, at the end of the day, I'm able to pay my bills. I'm able to fucking live. I'm able to, you know, afford certain things. It's no fucking way that I'm going to act like I want to be back in the street hustling and shit. It's just no way I ever want to go back to that shit again. It's no fucking way. Because at the end of the day, when you get money and it's supposed to uplift your spirit. You're supposed to uplift your community and uplift the people around you. You don't go back to being a fucking dickhead. And the only time you go back to being a dickhead is because you never was in the streets in the first place. So now you're trying to prove that you're not some crank that Soulja Boy dude. No, I really get it in. And that makes you more of a dickhead. Because at the end of the day, you got money, man. Help people. You know what I'm saying? Help people. Help the community. Do some shit that could really, really take people out of that state. So there's no way I would fucking go back to acting like I'm fucking out there, you know, in the street and shit like that. It's just no fucking way I would do that shit. Because when I was hustling, when I was fucking selling weed, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say how much money I made, but I was making a lot. I was making a lot of money, you know what I'm saying? And I was selling weed right out my fucking crib because at the end of the day, you know, you just dumb, you know what I'm saying? You do dumb shit, but you getting money. And once you escape the police and you escape certain shit, you be so relieved. Listen, when you hustling, let me tell you something. Any motherfucking hustling, right? Anybody who hustle. This shit right here, motherfuckers knock on the door. You like, who that? You don't even want people to open the door. You stashing shit, you hiding shit. You got shit where you know how you getting rid of it. You are a fucking wreck when you are fucking hustling. You are a fucking nervous wreck. So there's no fucking way that you gonna act like you still about that life when you fucking hustling. You know what I'm saying? There's no fucking way. So rather when you get out of that shit, there's no fucking way. So when you get money, right, you supposed to straight up and down get your money, educate yourself, educate the fucking people around you, and build businesses and shit like that. So where people don't be fucking, you know, have to be in the street. Because at the end of the day, look at it like this. If you hustling and you getting all this fucking money and your mans in them is still in the street, rather if you getting money and you legitimate and your mans in them is still in the fucking streets, you fucked up. Because you supposed to straight up and down employ your people. You know what I'm saying? I'm reading and trying to fucking talk at the same time. So every time I fucking I say something, I'm reading and I'm getting it fucked up. You eating something? What the fuck they talking about?
Somebody talk about they got mac and cheese and they talking about what they cook for dinner. And I don't appreciate that because they're not offering anybody anything. Just talking about what they cooking.
I mean, what the fuck you gonna eat through the computer?
Well, I don't know. Like all I have here is nothing. I have some quinoa and vegetables. I like a very clean diet, low key.
Well, myself, you know me, I always have my Trader Joe seeds and I have my raisins somewhere, and I get the seeds roasted and unsalted, because when you put salt in your shit, you know, salt makes you retain water. That's how
Yes,
you
it
gain weight,
does.
through water. So I get unsalted seeds myself, and I mix these with jumbo raisin medley, which happens to be over there somewhere, and I make my own little trail mix, and I eat that like that. This is what I eat for snack. I drink an abundance of water. You know, it is what the fuck it is. But I'm just saying though, listen. Yo, stop talking about that dude in my motherfucking chat room, man. I ain't got no beef with nobody. I don't have beef with nobody. I just want y'all to know that. I don't have beef with nobody. Motherfucking Biggie told you what's beef. If I had beef, then I walk around the streets too much. See, ain't nobody gonna talk about beef, right? And they ain't out here. I'm out here. You ask anybody, you know what I'm gonna start doing? When I walk around, I'm about to start telling people, yo, take a picture of me and put it up. Cause I be all over Brooklyn. I be all over motherfucking boroughs and shit. Anybody who got
Like
you
every
believing
times
that.
I be running into you when I'm not even looking for you.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Cause I be on the Ave too, y'all. And when I say I'm on the Ave, I'm not on the street corner doing anything illicit or salacious. I am simply out here in these streets. So if y'all on Fulton, I'm on Fulton too. If y'all want to fight, let's fight. The fair.
no, but you know what's crazy though. I said this on Facebook the other day. I said, yo, I'm not messy enough. You know what I'm saying? I think people are they don't want to learn. They don't want to be educated. They want ignorance and want bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And that shit is just crazy to me because, like I said, real people die. You know what I'm saying? In beef, real people die. Real people go to jail. Why do y'all want to see that shit? Why do y'all want motherfuckers to keep beefing and all that? Like, that shit is just fucking weird to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then people get mad when you squash beef and you fucking you dead shit. Like, I don't get that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, man, for me, people get killed. What you laughing at?
somebody said I'm on back page.
Wow.
What am I doing on back? What am I selling? An attitude?
Oh, this is what I'm reading right now. I want to show them what I'm reading. I'm reading this right now. In the Name of Allah by Wakil Allah. Is about the history of Clarence 13X and the 5 Percenters. You know, at the end of it all, Clarence 13X, he started the 5 Percenters, and then he started changing their name to the Nation of Gods on Earth. I'm reading this because when you're dealing with hip hop, the Righteous Brothers have a lot of a big influence on hip hop, you know, from Rakim to Big Daddy Kane, you know. So I'm reading this because I want to know about his history. You know, he's not here to you know, tell us about himself. We can only get testimonials from people. So I'm reading this. I got another book too. Damn, I got to show y'all all the books I'm reading. I got another book. Shit. I'll get it. Hold on. Let me find the books. I want to show these books that I'm reading. This is motherfucking important. I'll be right back.
It's important. Oh, okay. So he's gonna go get books. So that means I get to talk for like 2 seconds. Is there anything anybody wants to know that's happening on Fulton or Nostrand Avenue? Because I could tell you guys. Oh, they said that Doggie, they're saying that you should do a book club with book reviews. That's a good idea. That's a very good idea. Quinoa is a shot. Quinoa is no, I like quinoa. No, I do. Yeah, I do white or red quinoa. I actually even do black rice. I even do red rice. As far as my lean protein, I like to cook chicken a lot. Chicken is easy. Chicken, I do like ginger lime chicken. I do pesto chicken. I don't know. I just like lean chicken. I think steak is, I like to, when I'm doing like some more frou fancy shit, if I go to a restaurant, I don't order chicken because I feel like, oh, chicken's something I make at home. I would probably order steak. No, I'm not vegetarian. I'm not vegetarian, but I do eat vegan or vegetarian a lot. I prefer to eat, like, typically my diet sort of leans vegetarian, but I eat a lot of chicken. I really don't like fish. The only fish that I like is sushi. Like, it has to be from a Japanese restaurant. Not Japanese restaurant in the hood, like the Thai Japanese spot on Bedford and Jefferson. I'm not eating there. I want a Japanese restaurant like in the meatpacking district. That's what I'm showing my bougie side.
All right. So look.
My bad.
Shout out to Conscious Sheep. This is the shirt that I'm wearing. I wore this shirt a few times. I'll be trying to help them rep their shit. Conscious Sheep. Shout out to them. They send me clothes. Coco, somebody else. That package should be at my UPS PO box soon. The shirts that somebody sent us.
That's awesome. That's very good of them. So we're gonna wear those. Yeah.
Conscious Sheep. Also, I got this book today from Rack Low. I just interviewed him today. Look, Low Life, an American classic. This is a book, the history of the low lives, Brooklyn. Shout out to Thurston Howell. This book got all the classic pictures of the gear that they was wearing and the stories. You know that they used to motherfucking take all the clothes from Macy's. You know, it's a lot of shit in here, a lot of history and shit like that. So, shout out to Rack Low for the book. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna read this. You know what I'm saying? The low lives. I got another book around here. Shit, y'all gonna make me start getting on my book shit and showing y'all all my books. But I read a lot. Reading is very, very reading is very relaxing to me. I like to read when I'm dropping the deuce. I like to read like right before I go to sleep, so certain things stay and go into the side of my subconscious. You know what I'm saying? But if you're from Brooklyn, you know what the low lives meant to Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? So this is very important book. And I got this book today from one of the founders of the low lives, which is Rack Low. And that's it. I'm trying to show y'all like important pictures in here, you know, of the homies in that vintage polo. Listen, the homie Rack Low came to the office today and did a motherfucking interview, and he said the polo shirt he had on is from 1987, man.
Wow.
He had a 30-year-old polo shirt on. 30 fucking years old, and the shit was in pristine shape. The shit was right. 30 motherfucking year. Wow. Crazy. So, you know, that shit is real, man. And that just, you know, teaches us our history and shit about, you know, a fucking Brooklyn gang. You know what I'm saying? And I interviewed Rack Low 9 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of people that I've been known over the years and shit. So he stopped by the office and shit. And on January 21st, I believe, they're doing low lives on the deuce. So you're gonna see them come, all the motherfucker with all the vintage polo. Mind you, they stole all this shit. They did not motherfucking buy this shit. They stole all this shit is stolen.
They the original boosters, the legendary boosters.
Listen, they stole all this shit. Like you can see all this clothes in here. Like they showing you shit that they stole. You know what I'm saying? Like they stole this shit. And he told me he stole like $20 million worth of clothes in his life. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you got to remember, right? At one point, when you went to like Lord and Taylor and shit, you know what I'm saying? And you was getting this polo shit. Like this jacket might be like $200. Yeah, Million Man Rush. There you go. See, the homie know the Million Man Rush. Now, you got to understand, when you stole a jacket and a jacket like 200, they might steal 10 of them shits. And they was doing that shit every day. So stay tuned for that motherfucking Rack Low interview that's coming. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to him. You could get this book on Amazon.com. You could get this book. And you could get this. I think the name of the website is Low Life and American Classic. Yeah, it's called Low Life and American Classic. You know what I'm saying? Thurston Howell's in his book. You know what I'm saying? And this shit is very, very important, man. The name, this polo, that's what they stole. They stole all polo. You know what I'm saying? But This shit is
shout out to the boosters.
Nah, the
Shout out
boosters.
to the boosters that came before the swipers.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, when you think about the boosters, man, you might be in a barbershop getting a haircut, and they come in there like, yo, we got iPads. And the iPads might be like 400 in store, and they had them iPads for like 200. And you might be able to Jew them down to like 180 or some shit like that.
But back in what was so great about boosters too, especially back in the day, you could put in orders like, listen, I specifically need an iPad, I need a MacBook, I need XYZ, I need blah blah. Them niggas that come through with the exact order you have, that should be like 80% off.
Actual factual. You was able to put in your order like, yo, bro.
Yes, this is what I need.
I need a drone. I need an extra battery. I need an extra battery for the drone. I need the camera attachment, and I need the drone bag. And the motherfucker will come. And this wasn't, and listen, and this wasn't no motherfucking this wasn't no swiping shit. Like they would go literally steal that shit and bring that shit to you. I watch a lot of documentaries, man. I watch a lot of shit. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. A markdown price for Polo is $750. Now, this is in 2016. We're talking about Lord & Taylor's, Bloomingdale's, Barney's, stores that you had no business in because, look, they made Burlington and Marshalls and TJ Maxx. That shit is for us broke motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? But at that time, if you was in Lord & Taylor or you was in Saks, you might go in there, a pair of Polo boxing drawers might be like $30 for one ass pair. You know what I'm saying? That's how crazy this shit was. So, you know, that shit is crazy. But I'm about to get the fuck out of here. I gotta go to the supermarket. I need some motherfucking fruit.
I want to buy some cauliflower rice.
Listen, I already told you. Cauliflower rice is very, very, very flagrant. I'm not eating no cauliflower rice. I don't eat fucking rice. So I'm not even eating no cauliflower rice. It's like at the end of the day, what are you eating? Well, I'm eating cauliflower rice. That shit just don't sound right.
I enjoy telling people I'm eating quinoa or I'm eating, black rice with my mixed vegetables, my asparagus. Somebody's calling me.
So this is the book right here.
Who would call me?
When you get this book,
Shaq, cauliflower rice is real shit. Oh, but listen, I'm listening. Low life.
Yeah, make sure you hit up Thurston Howell. Make sure you hit up Rack Low. His name is RL Jewelry on Instagram, and let them know that you got the book. You saw it with Doggie Diamonds, because y'all have to start giving my references too to let people know. You know what I'm saying? That you saw the shit from a Conscious Sheep is a clothing line. Yes, that's the shirt I had on. I had this fucking shirt on in a few interviews, but fuck that. I got a new one too. They gave me a lot of shit, but I be wearing the same clothes twice. Fuck that shit. Can't nobody tell me what the fuck I can and can't wear. You know what I'm saying? I wear what the fuck I want to. And see, I don't fuck with rice because they got plastic rice now. They got plastic rice. Did you see that shit?
They got plastic rice. They were like actually manufacturing plastic rice. Yes.
Listen, they got plastic rice. I eat a lot of fruit because women told me I taste good and shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I wouldn't, you're not supposed to taste yourself. That shit is wild. Jungle gym homo. If you taste yourself.
My God.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not supposed to, but women said that I taste good. So,
I'm not gonna say that I know how I taste. What I am saying is that people are in my inbox daily asking to feast on my ass. I don't know what that means.
Whoa.
But that's just something that happens. So it's a proposition I could take. But right now, I currently feel like there's someone out there and he might feel away if I just randomly let someone feast on my ass for sport or science.
No. I never said I tasted myself, motherfucker. I said women told me I taste good. And I said, if you taste yourself, you're a fucking flagrant foul ass motherfucker. First of all, how could I taste myself? What am I supposed to lick my fucking arm? The fuck is wrong with y'all, man? Y'all be fucking wilding. But Koku, you getting a lot of ass eating offers in here.
I really appreciate that. I think that if somebody's willing to eat your ass, I feel like that's a gesture. It's a very kind gesture. It's intimate. It's very sweet. It's a very nice thing to say that to someone. Thank you for anybody that has ever offered to eat my ass. Thank you.
Listen,
I may not take you up on it. I'm not really trying to like hike up and toot it and allow. I mean, where do we do this? On the B26? Like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But thank you. I think it's very nice.
Yo, I eat a lot of oranges, navel oranges. I love oranges. And I drink a lot of water and I eat raisins. And at the end of the day, I'm not eating nobody's ass. It's listen, I got another show that I want to talk about. This is another show. And I think that this shit is very, very important. It's going to be a little far out there. But I want to ask a question. Is the fascination, and this is another show, I'm gonna bring this up. Is the fascination with big asses, did that come from white people? I want to know that shit. And reason why I say this, right, is because
oh, okay. I think I understand where you're going.
Listen, reason why I'm saying this, right?
I think I know
because all right, you think if you think about Black people in Africa and the places of origin, most Black women have nice asses, so it's not a big deal. You know what I'm saying? Like you see one ass, you see a lot. All Black women have nice shapes, but ain't no motherfucking white women got nice shapes. So I think when they seen these big nice asses, they was like, "Holy shit!" and they just made a big deal about it.
But then, you know what? I knew you were going there with that. I would agree with that if Black men didn't react to big asses as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that they brainwashed us.
No. At the end of the day, a fat ass is a fat ass. Big titties are big titties. People like niggas is gonna be like, God damn, she got the big ass titties. God damn, she got a fat ass. She got small waist. So, they're always going to react to that. Like it's just a visceral reaction. There's certain neighborhoods you go to where these people don't leave their neighborhood and they don't interact with white people.
This is another show. We going to talk about this because I got a little bit more. I want to, because we went from Soulja Boy to we went from Meek Mill, Possible L to Soulja Boy. We all over the fucking place. We're gonna dead this show.
Okay.
And we're gonna come back. We want to do that tonight, or we should do that another time.
We could do it tonight. I think if they want to come back like an hour from now, whatever you feel. I'm
yeah, because I gotta go to the supermarket. But I want to talk about this ass shit because I don't see Black men are fascinated with, but just keep it real. We done seen shit on National Geographic where there was Africans in the bush and they was butt ass naked and you ain't see a dude like this. Like it was just no big deal. And they had titty was like this, you know what I'm saying? And it was no big deal. They had their titties out.
But okay, now we're being extreme because at the same time, I'm
just saying they had titties and ass out, but you ain't see dudes like holy shit going crazy.
Cause she had the box on display, right? I understand what you're saying and I agree. However, if you go to Dar es Salaam, Tanzania right now, people got on their fucking like bandage dresses on and shit. Their Herve Leger, however the hell you say that shit, I don't know, because I ain't got none of that shit. But they got on there, like the little bad bitch wardrobe. People are gonna be like, "Pow, she got a big ass." Like if you wear clothes, when you wear clothes, if it looks different on you than somebody else, people are going to notice it. You're talking about bush people, uncontacted tribes, the Sentinelese, like someone just said right now. These people that are way out in the fucking Pacific or things like that, or these people that are uncontacted, uninterested in like being in civilization, things like that. They're not interested in those things. As we've evolved as a people, what I wear versus what she wears, you're going to notice certain things and aspects on that girl versus me. That's it.
Yeah, but at the end, hold on. I'm not going to chill till you see me, Doggie, with the Capadonna. Capadonna Went to War's video is still on the Forbes channel. It's still there. Like, it's still there.
Exactly, VO Cam. I know exactly what you're talking about. I know about the North Sentinelese. I know about the uncontacted or the contacted tribes. They actually have tried very, very violently to have white people leave them the fuck alone. They're not interested in being contacted. They're not interested in being involved. They don't want anything to do with anything with this National Geographic research. They don't want your fucking medication. They don't want your communication. They don't want your English. They don't want they just want to be by themselves. And that you should actually, most of you guys should look them up. It's a very interesting study when you see how they have violently and successfully been able to keep white people just away from their shit. Like, just leave us the fuck alone.
Well, that's another video, but I think at the end of the day, that is the way to go. Because at the end of the day, man, just listen, man. We don't got shit in common. Hip hop is not enough for us to be cool. Hip hop made us cool, but it's not enough anymore because the hip hop is dumb. You know, at one point, white people didn't mind us calling them the devil in music and telling us that, you know, us telling them that he's going to beat the shit out them and how they enslaved us. They didn't care. You know, they actually partied and rocked to it and all that shit and bought it because they kind of owned it still. So it didn't matter. They actually was fucking, you was paying them. Now, at the end of the day, when you look at this shit now, hip hop is about the destruction of black. This is another show. This is another show. We got to talk about that. Hip hop is about the destruction of black and brown people. And that shit is not helping us anymore. And I just think that hip hop brought us closer. That's what it is. But somebody's telling me they white. I don't care. It is what it is.
Yeah, somebody that keeps saying here, like, I'm a white guy, I'm a white guy. Okay, white guy. Like, seriously? Like, that's the whitest shit ever, to keep asserting and keep announcing your whiteness. Literally nobody here has said shit about you being white. We don't give a fuck.
Word. And somebody said, Doggie, why you stop running down on niggas? The game need that. Because at the end of the day, let me keep it real, and I'm gonna close on this thing right here. You know, I did a lot for this hip hop game. I did a lot for I did a lot of interviews. I did a lot of shit. And I'm not here to try to get credit. I'm not here to say I did this, I did that. I'm not here to be on some fucking Little Richard. I never won a Grammy shit. I'm just saying that I did a lot. And I don't really think people held me down the way they should have. It's new motherfuckers that came in the game that talk shit about me. And it's and they're doing these little safe office podcasts and these little office interviews. And I'm going out in the street, going from city to city, state to state, borough to borough, and busting my ass. And I don't think that, you know, it was really no real reciprocity in that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think nobody really cared like that. You know what I'm saying? So why am I gonna sit there and killing myself doing shit and nobody don't give a fuck? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I just stopped. I just be chilling now. You know what I'm saying? You got to find other revenue streams. You got to find ways to make money and stay relevant in this shit without being a motherfucking a savage and a fucking dickhead. You know what I'm saying? So I just refuse to just be a fucking sucker dude I refuse to be a sucker to be known. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't know how to be a sucker. Like, it's just not in my DNA. With me, I just don't know how to do certain shit. Like, it's like, oh, you got to do that. And I'll be like, nah, that's some sucker shit. And I'll be like, nah, I'm not doing that. And they'd be like, yo, everybody else do that shit. I'm like, nah, I'm not doing that shit. That is some sucker shit. I refuse to do sucker shit. So, you know, that's
Can I just make a statement that has nothing to do with anything we've just discussed?
Go ahead.
There's a motherfucker in this very chat room that decided to video chat me on Facebook today. I'm one of those people that my social media is all integrated. You know what I mean? So, like, I don't like choose who I'm friends with or like curate. The only thing I curate is my Twitter feed. On Twitter, I don't give a fuck what anybody's talking about unless I want to hear it. So Twitter, I'm very specific about who I follow and what words I meet, whatever. Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, I don't give a fuck. I'll add anybody, follow anybody. I don't care about that. But there's someone in this very chat that decided today to make a deliberate decision to video call me from Facebook Messenger. And I don't fucking know you, nigga. I don't know you. Why are you video calling me? I don't owe you money. You don't even owe me money. We ain't got nothing to discuss. We ain't got no children. We ain't got no business. We ain't got no fucking divorce. We ain't got no pending marriage. We have no fucking gas bill. Leave me alone. Don't do that. Do not video call people you don't know. That shit is creepy. It's weird. It's a distraction. Thank you.
And on that note, I'm Doggie Diamonds. We are signing the fuck out. That's probably my brother calling me again. Oh my God. Let me respond to my brother and shit. You know what I'm saying? Right. I'm out of here. Peace.
Oh.